Devin Kennedy, Brandon Ouellette, and Carter Gulseth. MBTV.
Hi, I'm back from clubbing seals in the Arctic. I'm gonna have a shower, and then I'll put on dinner.
Wait, Carter, what's for dinner?
Hi there. I'm here with our modest Vice Principal, Mr. Noble, and we're here to talk about the new upcoming late slip situation. So, Mr. Noble, would you like to expand?
Well, it's not really new. It's just we're now taking the morning late and making sure that students are aware that we're going to be doing the same process after lunch. So, not really new, but just expanded it into the after lunch.
Now, how will this work? When you go to the office, do you just have to write another late slip?
It'll be same as in the morning, but
Okay.
now, and again, it's going to be tracked. So the people that are constantly in there, we'll track those ones and talk to those ones. Mistakes happen, but it will be tracked exactly as it is in the morning time.
And why do you care when the students are late?
Because there's a whole bunch of legal reasons. It's important that parents know where their child's at. They expect them to be in school. It's our job under the School Act to ensure that we're accountable for students. If there's a fire drill, if there's a lockdown, we need to know who's in attendance, who's not in attendance. And plus there's a social responsibility. Being on time is a learned skill. And if you're constantly late, statistics have shown that you'll be late when you get out in the adult world and you're working. You learn a behavior. So it's part of the whole educational process.
What are the repercussions of being late?
It's going to be spending extra time with myself or Mr. Hill. When spending time with Mr. Hill could be a punishment in itself, but you're going to be spending lunchtime with us because you have to be accountable for your actions.
So another question that I've heard from a lot of our viewers are boxers or briefs?
Boxers.
Boxers. I am the same.
Oh.
Well, I thank you for your time, Mr. Noble.
That's it? That's all you wanted to know?
Yeah.
So, a Hispanic guy, a black guy, and a Jewish guy all walk into this brand new club somewhere. There's a club opening somewhere, and these three guys decide to go. And, they're all wandering around, and they're, trolling for dates and talking to different people. And they all find a table, and they decide to sit down. So up walks a Catholic priest, and a Catholic priest says to these three guys, "Hey, do you mind if I sit with you?" And they say, "You know what, we're a culturally inclusive group. Come on, sit with us. We don't particularly mind." So all these guys are sitting around, and the Catholic priest and the black guy say, "I'm kind of thirsty. Does anybody else want to go get a drink?" And the other guys say no. So those two guys go off to get a drink on their own. Good evening. I'm Harold Butkus, and I'm here tonight with Charles Hebdo, and we're going to be discussing French things, as this is an interview with a Frenchman. Charles, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you, Aaron?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Wonderful.
Thanks. And it's such a pleasure to have you here tonight, all the way from France, where you do French things.
We do French things in France. It is true.
Why do you eat snails?
Why not?
How do you feel about the spelling of the word escargot? There's a T in there, but we don't hear it, do we?
No.
But why is that? Is that because the French feel they need to trick English speakers into pronouncing their words improperly?
I'm afraid that is completely what it is about. Anytime an Englishman sounds stupid, the French laugh.
And this has been a global conspiracy for years.
It's been a few centuries.
If you could have dinner with one famous Frenchman, what kind of poison would you put in his veal?
Something like your very yellow mustard that you put on your hamburgers. That is pretty lethal.
That cuts deep, but I appreciate your honesty.
You're welcome.
I thank you. Beyond being edible, how many practical uses are there for a loaf of French bread?
You can be pretty creative with a loaf of bread.
You think so?
I know so.
Oh, well, that's very cheeky, and we thank you for bringing the French cheekiness to us.
It is my pleasure.
I've heard tell that sometimes not even the French like the French.
In French, we have a saying, on est toujours le con de quelqu'un, which means you are always somebody's jerk.
Sometimes public urination can be a good thing. I understand that's where Perrier comes from.
I don't have the recipe. It's a carefully guarded recipe, a little bit like Coca-Cola.
Ah.
Enough. So Perrier, I wouldn't know. I will not comment.
We thank you for coming here today to meet with us.
You're most welcome.
It's been such a pleasure. This has been Harold Butkus with an interview with a Frenchman. Charles Hebdo, is that pronounced correctly?
C'est à peu près ça.
Yes, I know what you mean. Pipelines. Please tune in next week when we'll be having a Swedish person. Not as much fun, but just as long. Thank you. This club is a pretty new club, and there are only a couple drinks that are offered at the club. The only drinks that are offered at the club are water and fruit punch. And you know, these guys are looking around for the bar, and they eventually spot it. Here at the Norris Family Funeral Home, we like to keep our clientele active and having fun. Watch as two of our most vivacious members go out for a snow day on the hill. Wasn't that fun? We'll see you again next week on the Zip Line. So they go up to the bar, and they're looking around for a bartender, and they notice that there's a sign that says you can only get water and you can only get fruit punch. And they look over to their right, and they happen to see this huge, long lineup waiting for all of the water, right? And there's no punchline.
Hi.
Hi, what's your name?
Mitchell.
Mitchell, you seem like such a sweetheart. Would you get me a glass of water? I'm really thirsty. Thank you.
Do you like ice cream?
Yeah.
I really like ice cream.
Oh, really?
Hey girl. Nice pants.
Thanks.
Yeah, wanna go back to my place?
Okay. Thanks, Mitchell. You're such a great guy.
Would you like some water?
Thank you. Hi.
Hi. I'm Mitch.
Tessa. So sweet of you.
Well, you're welcome. You look thirsty. Your hair is beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I just got it done.
It just shines like the sun. You're just...
Hey, baby. What's going on?
Nothing.
So, you're pretty cute, and, me and my friend here are gonna go back to my place and kick it. Wanna join?
Sure. You want some water, Mitch?
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, hey, Mitchell.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, you look a little glum. What's the matter?
Girl troubles.
Aw. Would you like a glass of water?
I already got one.
Hey, Miss Mueller.
Brandon!
Thanks.
Oh my god, I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten in like 8 hours.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm so excited that Carter actually decided to make a
Yeah,
cake
it's
for
so
us.
nice.
Soup's on!
Carter, thanks, buddy.
I hope you like it. It's a delicacy. I learned to make it recently.
I already ate.
Oh, shame.
Thanks, Dev.
Bye.
Wow. Carter, this was really good.
Thank you.
So you, think you could spare me the recipe?
Oh, well, actually, it's a secret family recipe, so it's sealed.
Well, I can tell. It's very, never tasted a chicken like this.
Yeah. Chicken.